Today, we're going to talk about I Can't Say No from Oklahoma by Rodgers and Hammerstein.
I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. Ow!
At its best, the music part of musical theater is an effective and efficient storyteller. It can communicate information about a character in a way that would otherwise take pages of dialogue. And that's what's meant by saying that a song is integrated into the show. It doesn't mean that the song carries the narrative forward in a literal sense, though that does happen and has happened increasingly regularly in the last 30 years or so with the increase of thoroughly sung musicals. Rather, when we say a song is integrated into the show, it simply means that the musical moments, the song, it's intentionally and actively giving us information about the characters and their world. This is a central idea of modern musical theater and goes back to the work of Rodgers and Hammerstein, who didn't invent this idea, but certainly carried through with it with the most consistency across their body of work, beginning with Oklahoma, which was their first show together. So this week we're going to spend time looking at two songs from Oklahoma. One is Adu Annie's I Can't Say No, and the other is Lori's Many a New Day. And we're going to look at how the musical characteristics, specifically the melody of these songs, gives us information about the characters. And so, beginning with Adu Annie's I Can't Say No. In the first 4 bars of the chorus, we learn pretty much all there is to know about Adu Annie.
I'm just a girl who can't say no.
So that opening syncopation has a certain brazenness to it. This triumphant ya ba ba ba, and then all these leaps in the line. There's a certain adventure to that, just this sort of leaping out there with reckless abandon. And then these repeated low notes, can't say no. There's this earthy insistency to it, and that earthy insistency carries through in the B section of the chorus.
When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack.
It spends a lot of time down there, and again those leaps.
But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back.
Gets capped off by one of these Richard Rodgers sequences that he uses so often in his music, especially in the second half of a chorus.
I'm just a fool when the lights are low. I can't be Chrissy and quaint. I ain't the type that can fade. How can I be what I ain't?
The energy level just gets nudged up a little bit by half step there, and then it's finally this long drawn out I can't say no that lasts for 8 bars. There's a certain triumphal nature to it.
I can't say no.
All these things combine to give us a picture of a character who is fully in control of her life. She is making intentional lifestyle choices, fully aware of what she's doing, and enjoying the adventure that having all these different men in her life brings. She is in the driver's seat, and she has no shame about this. There's no wavering for her about this. She's not making up her mind about whether she should have this sort of lifestyle or not. She's decided to do it, and she's going to go with it. And you can actually see that in the melodic line because it's so diatonic. That means it doesn't have a lot of chromatic inflection, sharps or flats. So for much of the first half of the chorus, it's solidly in F major. And then in the B section of the chorus, it's solidly in C. And the only time the melodic line gets this tinge of chromatic color is in that final sequence. This contrasts with the music of Lori, which is much more chromatic melodically. It's much more undecided, much more nuanced, much more complex. Not that Adu Annie is a simpleton. She's a fully realized character, not a caricature. But she's simple in the sense that she is self-aware, she is confident in her choices, and the music tells us all of that.